What's up with it, people? Back with another one, man. We back with another one. Errol, Spence, Terrence Crawford. It's cracking, man. It's cracking. Hey, we 27 days away, man. 27 days away from the big fight, the mega fight. Errol, Spence, and Terrence Crawford, man. Hey, I'm hyped, man. Y'all hype or what, man? Because I'm turned, man. I ain't gonna lie. But check it out, man. Shout out to the homie Contender Regime Boxing again, man. He came with the concept, of trying to put the different styles that Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford fought in previous fights and just trying to see what style they need to bring in a fight to beat each other. And I did my Errol Spence video already, the styles that I thought that he would need to bring to beat Terrence Crawford. And I'm going to put the link in the drop, so check that out. But I'm going to say the styles that I thought Errol Spence needed was the Lamont Peterson style, just a mid-range, disciplined dogfight. Mikey Garcia, boxing match, but still had good footwork and never abandoned his jab. And the Chris Algieri fight. That was the three styles I thought that Errol Spence would need to bring a combination of them three to beat Terrence Crawford. So for Crawford, man, it was kind of tough, man, to really figure out what style I think Crawford need to beat Errol Spence, because the way that I think Terrence Crawford beats Errol Spence is by knockout. So you would think that he would, need something like he did in the damn Jeff Horn fight or whatever. But the Jeff Horn fight, I don't see him hurting Errol Spence. So I went a different direction, man, because I don't see him hurting him. So hold on, people. Can I get that fish sandwich?
We don't have that no more.
You ain't got it? Damn, I came here for that fish sandwich too. All right, let me get the chicken sandwich then, spicy.
You want the combo or just a sandwich?
Just a sandwich and that's it.
That be all?
Yeah.
$5.40.
Man, look, y'all ever had that Popeyes fish sandwich? I heard that one was the truth, man, so I had to come check it out, but they saying they ain't even got it no more. But anyways, man, yeah, so I see Terrence Crawford beating Errol Spence by knockout. That's the only way I see him beating him, because I don't think he can outbox Errol Spence for 12 rounds. But at the same time, it's like the style that I think would give him the most success to possibly beat Errol Spence is the what he did in the fucking, what's his name, the Amir Khan fight. The Amir Khan fight, because that was a chess match, a mid-range chess match, but he was trying to counter Amir Khan's counters. So when Amir Khan would throw the jab, it was like he was kind of throwing bait jabs out there to get Amir Khan to try to counter him, and then he'll counter Amir Khan's counter. And I see Terrence Crawford having to do that a lot in the Errol Spence fight in order to beat him, because I just see him really having to outbox Errol Spence to win, because I don't think he's gonna be able to hurt Errol Spence. But honestly, with the style, just him counterpunching, I think that's the only way he'll be able to hurt Errol Spence and win. I mean, with the normal way that Terrence Crawford fights, he fights, he's a counterpuncher, and he like to sit back and walk you into shots and hurt you and get you out of there. That's his normal style. That's the style that he brings to the ring in majority of his fights, especially at welterweight. Except for like in the Jose Benavidez fight, he had to be first in that fight because Jose Benavidez, he didn't have legs in that fight. So it forced Terrence Crawford to be first. And by him forcing Terrence Crawford to be first, That's actually why Jose Benavidez went 12 rounds before he got stopped in the 12th round. And everybody talk about who hit harder, Errol Spence or Terrence Crawford. I think Errol Spence punched harder. But it's just the different approaches that they take. Terrence Crawford's style and you know, just him counterpunching allows him to get knockouts in a one-punch fashion more than Errol Spence. But if somebody was to just measure their power on just like them hitting something, I think Errol Spence will have the harder punch. But I say all that to say, man, I think that's why Jose Benavidez was able to go to the 12th round with Terrence Crawford, because with him having the messed up leg and he wasn't able to move, it forced Terrence Crawford to be first in that fight. So all his punches, all Jose Benavidez punches, was in front of Terrence Crawford. Yeah. Hold on, y'all. Right on. So yeah, so it forced Terrence Crawford to be first, and I believe that's what got him to be able to at least last the 12 rounds. It was until Bud actually punched with him. Thank you. Bud actually punched with him in that 12th round and hit him with that uppercut and knocked him out. You know, so that's a perfect example of, you know, just how he go about getting his knockouts. Like the whole 12 rounds of the fight, he had to be first, and he wasn't even hurting Benavidez. Benavidez was shaking everything off, shaking his head, no, like, you can't hurt me type shit. And then in the 12th round, man, he punched with Jose Benavidez. Jose Benavidez' short punch was off the mark. Bud, being as accurate as he is, caught him, uppercut, dropped him, you know. But I think, back to what I was saying, man, I think he's going to need to bring that Amir Khan, just good boxing, good mid-range boxing, and try to outpoint Errol Spence, because I don't see him hurting him, man. Like, everybody think he going to knock him out, knock Errol Spence out. I don't see that, man. I don't see Errol Spence getting hurt by this dude. So I think his best bet to try to win is just to be on his A game when it comes to just boxing. So I'm gonna say Amir Khan, you know, and just and his body work in the Amir Khan fight. His body work in the Amir Khan fight from round like 3 to however long it lasts. I think it went 6 rounds before the nut shot came or whatever. But he did some good body work in that fight. He gonna need to do some body work in the fight with Errol Spence to kind of slow Errol Spence down, because Errol Spence gonna keep coming, man. He gonna keep coming. So Bud gonna have to slow his ass down with some body work, and he did some good body work in that Amir Khan fight. And then another fight I say is the Prescott fight. That's the best defensive fight I ever seen Terrence Crawford. To me, I think that's his best defensive performance. Man, the dude was, man, he was on point when it just came to defense. You know, he was slipping everything and countering and, man, throwing good combinations. It seemed like in that fight, and it makes sense because that was the first time that he went up to 140 and it was on short notice. And Prescott at the time was, you know, looked at as like a puncher. So Bud, I think he just really knew, like, man, shit, let me go in here and just not let this dude touch me at all. And I think he did that, you know, and it showed in his performance in that fight. So to me, man, I'm gonna say, I guess most people probably gonna say the Jeff Horn or the Sean Porter, you know, how he was just sitting back and sniping. But me, man, I'm gonna go Amir Khan. I think he gonna have to bring an expert mid-range boxing game to the table, or even Felix Diaz. Felix Diaz was a good mid-range boxing match, you know, but he gonna have to bring that type of style, and then he gonna have to bring some good defense like he did in the Prescott fight. But that's my thoughts on the matter, man. Let me know what y'all think. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'm gone.